Have a good day, dear students. My name is Mayuri Karya. I hope you all are well at your home. Today we will see the quick recap of Chapter 1, Standard 8, Social Science, Geography NCERT book. The book name is Resource and Development. In this we will see the first chapter, Resources, quick recap. First we will see the mind map of the chapter. Mind map is a thing that whole chapter we can understand in a small manner in a one page. First thing, resources. Okay, what is the resources? Means whatever we are getting from the nature, that is called the resources. But these things means which satisfy our needs, that it means actually in that manner these things are being resources for us. Okay, so first we will see types of resources. Okay, so there is a three types of resources: human made resources, human resources and natural resources. Okay, so these are the three types of resources. First we will see the human made resources, created from natural resources by human being. Means whatever the resources we are getting from the nature and human is modifying according its need, that is called the means human made resources. Okay, for example, buildings, roads, vehicles, machineries, etc. Now next, human resources, ability of people, means whatever the creativity or knowledge of the people that makes human itself a resource. Okay, so knowledge, skill, technology taking part in this. Next thing, natural resource. Okay, so natural resource is being divided in many parts. So first on the basis of different things. So first we can see the based on the origin, means from where it is being origin or means produce, on the basis of that. So first one, biotic and abiotic. Biotic means living things. Okay, plants, animals, that is going to be called the living things or biotic resource. Okay, abiotic resource, so non-living things, soil, rock, mineral, that is a non-living thing or abiotic resource. Okay, based on renewability, so renewable resource, renew or replenish quickly, solar energy, wind energy. Okay, that can be renewed. Means whatever the resource we can, once we are using and again we can get easily, that is called the renewable resources. Non-renewable resources means once we are using and whatever the supply of the resources there we are means using, to get again we have to means wait for the thousands years. For example, coal, petroleum and natural gas. Okay, do you know how means coal or petroleum is being formed? Means we are buried the means dead animals and dead humans in a land. Okay, in a means we can say in a kabristan or something. Okay, so means after the means because of great pressure and heat under the earth, means this means being transformed in a coal or petroleum, but it takes thousands of years. Okay, so that's why it is called the non-renewable resources. Next one, based on distribution, means resources has been not distributed equally, and some resources are there that we can means get anywhere, so that has been means divided into localized and ubiquitous. Okay, so localized means found in a certain places, like copper, uranium, means it that resources or means minerals we can found in a particular place. Ubiquitous means found everywhere, for example air, water, land. Okay, Next one, based on a level of development and use. Okay, so based on a level of development and use, first one is the actual resource and second one is the potential resource. Actual means right now we are using, and potential means in future we will use. Means in future it is possible that we will use, but right now we are not using. Like a actual resource, so quality is known and being used in a present. For example, dark soil of Deccan Plateau. Potential quality may be not known and not in use at present. For example, uranium in Ladakh. Next one means resources are there, so that is our duty to conserve the resources. Okay, so conserving resources. First one, everyone's duty to ensure suitable use of resource. Okay, so how we can conserve the resources? So there are 3 R: reducing, reusing and recycling. Means whatever the use we are doing, in a minimum way we can use, that is reducing. Okay, means reducing. Reusing means first we have used, another time we can use that. In that manner means we can save, means some of the things that is being we can say another maximum use of resources. Recycling means whatever the things we can recycle, that we have to recycle. For example, paper means old newspaper means we have to give to scrap person, so in that manner means it can be reused. So ultimately trees will be saved because means papers are being made from trees. Okay, next, using natural resources carefully. So means whatever the natural resources are available, that we can use carefully. Okay, first way can be renewed. Means once means if we are using the tree, that we means we have to plant tree again, or means in elsewhere. In that manner continue to be used in a future. Okay, so if we will means renewed it, then only continue to be used in a future, so in future we can get. Okay, next, important notes. First one, resources. All materials available in our environment which satisfy our needs are called as resources. Okay, so whatever the things we are getting from the nature or in environment, that is the resources, but it satisfy our needs. Okay, second point, all resources have some value. Value means worth. Some resources have economic value and some do not, but both are important and satisfy human needs. Okay, means some are means important and some are economic value, but both satisfy the human needs. Third point, some resources can become economically valuable within time. Okay, like example we had seen that Dadima's nuskha for Ayurveda, means at home if Dadima is means helping us in a means coughing or sneezing, that so it is not valuable. But if the same thing, same formula, if medical person is being used and produce a medicine, that is the that has a economical value. Next, time and technology are the important factor that changes substances into people. Themselves are the most important resources. Okay, so means whatever time and technology means factors are that means makes the human itself a resource. Okay, it is their ideas, knowledge, invention and discoveries that lead to the creation to the more resources. Okay, so human itself is a resource. Next, each discovery or invention lead to many other. For example, discovery of fire led to practice of cooking. Invention of the wheel resulted in the development of newer modes of transportation. Okay, so these are the two main discoveries which changed the total life of human. Okay, so they said that means one idea, one invention lead to the other. Okay, so means because of that other many things we can do. Types of resources. So first one, resources are categorized into natural, human made and human means in these three category resources are being divided. First one, natural resource. Natural resources are those resources that are drawn from nature and are used without much modification. Air, water, soil, minerals are the natural resources. Okay. Natural resources are classified into different groups depending upon their level of development and use, origin, renewability and distribution. Natural resources are called the gift of the nature. On the basis of the level of their development and use, natural resources can be classified into actual resources and potential resources. Okay. So here are the differentiate between actual resource and potential resource. Okay, so actual resource, those resources whose quality is known. Okay, so actual resource quality we know. That means potential resource, those resources whose entire quality may not be known. Means we cannot means everything about that resource, but in future we can know about that. That is called the potential resource. The resource means actual resource. This resource are being used in the present. Means right now we are using these resources. Okay, and in means potential resource, these are not being used at present and could be used in the future. Means in future we can use for actual resource. For example, for example, coal of Germany, petroleum in the West Asia. Okay, and here in the potential resources means example the uranium in a Ladakh. Okay, second type, on the basis of origin, the natural resources can be divided into biotic resource and abiotic resource. So a biotic resource, it include all living things. Means in a nature whatever the living things are there, it includes in the biotic resource. And it means whatever nature things means in that is non-living, that include in a abiotic resource. Biotic resources, for example, plant and animal, and abiotic resources, for example, soil, rocks and mineral. Okay. Third one, on the basis of the renewability, natural resources can be categorized into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Okay, so renewable resources, those which can get renewed or replenished quickly, are called as the renewable resources. They are also called the exhaustible resources. Okay. Non-renewable resources, those which have limited stock. Once the stock are exhausted, it may take thousands of years to be renewed or replenished, are called non-renewable resources. They are also called as exhaustible resources. Okay, so means whatever the resources once we are using, instantly we can get again, that is called the renewable resource. In a other way we can renew that. But non-renewable resources, once we will use and the supply will be complete of that resources, to get that resource we have to wait for thousands of years. Renewable resource examples are solar and wind energy. Non-renewable examples are such as coal, petroleum and natural gas. Okay. Now next, on the basis of the distribution, natural resources can be classified on the basis of distribution: ubiquitous and localized. Ubiquitous resources are found everywhere on the earth. Land, water, air are ubiquitous resources. Okay, means everywhere we can get this. Localized resources. Localized resources are found only in certain places like copper and iron ore. Okay, so in particular places we can get that. Fifth one, the distribution of natural resources depends upon number of physical factors like terrain, climate and altitude and heights or height we can say. Okay, so means localized resources are depends on means these things like physical factors, terrain, climate and altitude of the place. The distribution of the resources is unequal across the earth. Okay, so means everywhere we cannot get in an equal manner of resources. Second type of resource, human resource. Human resource are referred to the number, quality and ability, mental and physical of the people. Okay, so means have you heard that India is being called the means exporter of a human resource, because means many minded people are being created here, and mostly the people are using their knowledge or means their creativity outside of the country. That's why India is being called the exporter of human resource. Okay, so first one, the resource which are created from the natural resource by the human resources by the human being to produce useful products are known as human made resources like roads, machinery, vehicle, etc. Second one, technology is also human made resources. Okay, third one, human resources. Human resources refer to the number of ability of the people. People can make the best use of nature to create more resources when they have the knowledge, skill and the technology. Second one, people are human resources. Third one, improving the quality of people's skills so that they are able to create more resources is known as human resource development. Okay, most of the means companies, even in government, means this department is their human resource development. Means for human development the people are work, because human itself is a resource, and if we will work on that means on human, so we will get means more good result. Okay, so next, conserving resources. Conservation of the resources refer to using natural resources carefully so that they could be renewed and continue to be used in future. Okay, so means conservation means preservation of the resources is needed, so in future we can use that. Maybe you people have been heard that petroleum and means coal is on the means edge of extinct, means it is on the edge of means finishing line. If we will not use in a means understable manner, it will not there for our future generation. So here the people want to say that we have to conserve the resources for the future. Okay, now suitable use of resources. Suitable use of resources refer to carefully utilizing resources and balancing the need to use resource and also conserve them for the future generation. Means if we will not conserve the resources right now, for our future generation it will be not there. Third point, it is our duty to ensure that all uses of renewable resources are suitable. Means we have to use that kind of resources only which can be renewed or which are the renewable. Okay, fourth one, the diversity of the life on the earth should be conserved. Okay, so means creatures, animals, insect, everything is resources, so that is our duty that we should be conserve them. Okay, Fifth one, the damage of the natural environmental system should be minimized. Means we have to conserve our environment. So automatically means our resources will be also conserved. Sixth one, there are many ways of conserving resources. Each person can be contribute by reducing consumption, recycling and reusing things. Okay, so these three are reducing, recycling and reusing. We have to remember to conserve the resources. Okay, I hope you like this lecture. Thank you so much.